Let's get serious, lady. Hello, everyone. It is Bex here, and I am here with my beautiful homegirl, Robyn Youkilis, who has a book coming out and has so many important things to say about getting thin from within. She is a certified health coach, author, speaker, TV host, expert in holistic digestive health, who's been featured on The View, The Today Show, and all over the place because she's super famous. And she's my friend. Robyn's coaching practice, Your Healthiest You, helps clients shed both physical and emotional weight with her straightforward yet supportive coaching style. She's the author of the groundbreaking book, Go With Your Gut. And you would be very proud of me. I have food on it because I've been using it. And is launching her next book, Thin from Within, The Go With Your Gut Way to Lose Weight. It's coming out in February 2018. You can go and buy it everywhere using the links in the video description. Welcome, Robyn.
Thanks for having me. I can't believe we've never done this. We've hung out in all the ways possible, right? Text message, FaceTime, birth room, hospital birth room, conference tables, events, but we've never hung out online on video, which is like our second home.
We have to explain that a little bit. So I was Robyn's doula. So I was there while she was giving birth, which leads me to tell you about her most important role in all of life. She is the mother of my baby, who I claim as my baby. Baby Navy, the most gorgeous child on Instagram. I can't even take her. I show her pictures to strangers and they're like, why do I care about this kid? I'm like, but look, this is Baby Navy. Where is she now?
So Baby Navy is off to Puppetsburg, which is a hipster puppet show.
Of course she is.
Where else would Navy be? So Navy is my daughter, for those who are like, Navy, yes, Navy like the color. She's around 2 years old, although don't tell the airlines that because we're going to be stretching that a little bit. We travel a lot. So she's my 2-year-old daughter, red hair, blue-eyed, and Bex can claim her as her own because she was the only other one in the delivery room besides my husband, the doctor, and the nurse. And
the incredible nurse. Oh my goodness, what a nurse.
That nurse, I mean, seriously, all the things came together for that delivery to happen the way that I had hoped it would. But that nurse, man, thank you.
I have to tell you, without naming names, whenever I'm talking to other doula clients, I say that your birth was the model birth, only because it wasn't really how it happened. It was how engaged and powerful and amazing you were in the process. Like you were so present and unbelievable. So it was a model birth. I loved it.
I just wanted to keep my sense of humor through it. And I did that.
And you did.
I didn't want to go into fear and grief and anger. I wanted to just stay me, even through as all the crazy cycles. And I stayed me. And that's what I remember. I'll always remember, I think.
Well, I'll always remember it. And I loved it, but we should talk about your book because that's something that's happening.
Sure.
So I got this thing. It's, we get, people who are doing book reviews or they're going to interview someone about a book. They get a galley of the book, they get pictures, they get a press kit, all that good stuff. So I get this sheet of talking points about the book and things that Robyn would like to talk about the book. And usually they're super boring and I throw them out, but this time it took my breath away. Some of the stuff I read. And I'm going to remind you of what is in your own press kit, Robyn.
Please do.
So you wrote some things under my definition of weight. I just want the listener, the watcher, to just take this in for a moment and really meditate on these words. Weight is a feeling in your body. A desire to lose weight is a sign that we want something to be different in our bodies, but even more so in our lives. That one was like, on the floor. And I want to talk about myself in a moment. There are a lot of things that are more important than how much you weigh. In fact, almost everything is more important than how much you weigh, but you deserve to feel amazing in your body inside and out. And you can be spiritual and still want to lose weight. And I have to just hang right there for a second because this has been my struggle. And this is why I cannot wait for Thin from Within, because I am someone who loves herself, loves her personality, loves her body. Like I love the wholeness that is me. But I still struggle with this nagging little bit of extra weight and this nagging desire to lose it and to manage it. And I do feel better. And I do think I look better at a certain weight, but then I feel like, what does it mean that I want to lose it? Like, does it mean that I'm not spiritual or I'm not following my own teaching? And do I not really accept who I am? And I've been like, right now I'm in the middle of it, trying to figure that out. Help me, Robyn. Help me, Robyn.
So first, I'm so glad that you read that, because yeah, those words are really powerful. And at first, I didn't want to have this conversation at all. I didn't want to be talking about weight loss, right? In wellness world, it's self-care and nourishing foods and knowing when to throw that all away and just get your party on, or whatever that looks like, right? That's the conversation gaining popularity here. But there's a lot of women who they've got either some physical weight to lose, or they're feeling heavy in their lives, in all the different forms that we connect to. And I just was like, you know what? I can be the voice for those women to say, you know, first off, let me let you off the hook. Like, just let go of the shame of that, even that conversation you're having. It's hard enough to just do your life, right? To live your life, but then to then put all this extra pressure on yourself around, can I feel this way? Should I feel guilty that I want to lose weight? Like, what is that? So first off, really just saying it's okay. Like, if you can love yourself exactly as you are right now, and then know that your outsides are kind of not matching what feels best for you on the inside. And that isn't the case for everybody. But what I'm speaking about specifically here is, you know, you're likely eating more foods than feel good for you. It's that light. It's what I exactly said. Weight is a feeling in your body. You're not feeling that lightness. You're not feeling a weight inside of you from the inside out that you feel good at. And sometimes that's reflected in physical weight, and sometimes it's just emotional weight, right? We've all had, I just had a friend that I met with who told me, you know, she had a summer where she was just feeling so good in her body, and she bought these denim booty shorts and she was like rocking them on the streets of Williamsburg. And then she went to a doctor just for a regular checkup, and he was like, oh, you're actually 10 pounds heavier than you normally are, which just goes to show, like, she was feeling like her career was grooving. There was just that zing that was happening in her body, and yet the physical weight was actually heavier. So we know both sides of that, but you're talking now that there is a physical weight. My message in this is, first, again, letting ourselves off the hook for having this conversation. And then secondly, how can we manage that? How can it feel supportive? How can you feel like you're equally balanced in letting it all go, but then also, like, what do I need to do here? What am I not listening to? And that's typically connected to slowing down. What do I need? What feels good for me? Like, you getting back with your smoothie reset. It's just a sign that we need to, like, say, hold up, girlfriend, like, what's going on? What do I need to look at that I'm just kind of barreling on through?
It's so interesting, the story that you just brought up about your friend, because I was on a cruise last week with my girlfriend, and every day, first of all, we slept really well because I was seasick the entire time. So I was taking a lot of antihistamines to fall asleep and deal with the nausea. So I was sleeping really well. I was waking up in the morning, having fresh fruit, drinking lots of water, then a big salad for lunch because they had these, like, amazing salad bars. And then a big dinner. Like, I was eating a big dinner, but it was, like, really good stuff, and moving. We went to the gym every day. We were just moving around the cruise ship. And I was, like, slipping on my clothes, and I got rid of all my bloat, and I was feeling very, like, extremely light, like super, super light is the word, in spirit and in body. And I come home, and I swear I thought I was going to see that I lost like 10 pounds in a week, which would be impossible. But I swore that was going to happen. Same weight. Not even an ounce of difference. And I have felt really good since I've been back because I kept up with the routine. So I felt really good when I put my clothes on today. I've been feeling really cute walking around the house, being more flirtatious with my husband. Still 20 pounds heavier than I was a year ago.
Weight is a feeling in your body, and that's what we're focusing on here. That's what this book is helping you hone in on and giving you the plan around. And yes, I offer a plan in the book for what I've seen has worked for me and so many of my clients. But before any of the plan, it's the intuition piece. It's that getting quiet, connecting to self, and just being reminded, like, what do I need? You know, for me, I got really strict around my sleep. It's meant saying no to a lot of things. It meant saying no to time with my husband. Like me saying to Scott, my husband, like, we're going to have to find times at other times, because when you're available at 10 p.m., I need to be shutting it down, like getting really strict around that, and recognizing, like, for right now, that's what it looks like. Strict around my social media. And strict is kind of a whatever word, but, you know, and just more focused around social media, not letting it take over all my time, and meditation. just coming back to meditation process. So for me, it's been less about the food. Yeah. Because I spent so much time working on that. And I feel like I am in a different place with my food, but it was those practices. But again, the message here is that was me tuning into me. That wasn't somebody else that could have said, well, how's your food? How's your this? It was like, no, what do I need to shift to? So the first things that I work on in this book are getting quiet and how to connect to self so that you can hear what that is. And if you need more guidance, yes, there's more guidance in the book, but it's really that conversation with you first.
And taking that break was so important. It forced me, I mean, the Wi-Fi was terrible, so I couldn't even really be on social media or doing a lot of work. So I was just spending a lot of time staring at the wall. I spent so much time. People were saying I was bad at vacation. I'm like, no, I'm doing it right. I stared at walls. I didn't even get off the boat. We were in the most beautiful locations. And I didn't get off because I was like, this is exactly what I need. I really honored where I was in that time and space and treated myself well. What I'm most excited about with this book, Thin from Within, in particular, is you have this wildly successful coaching practice, Your Healthiest You. And this is a coaching book. So you get recipes and all that good stuff, the continuation of the conversation with Go With Your Gut, but you're coaching us too. And it's highly discounted from your regular services. So you can get Robyn at the cost of a book, which is amazing.
Yeah, I can't not coach. Like I can't, it's just, if someone was like, coach around this, I'm like, what do you mean? But if someone just asks me a question or gets me started talking on something, I'm just like, that's just how my brain, I have a vision where I see how someone could hear this best or what would be supportive, or it's again, me being that like, just, you've got this. And like, here's a few ways to make it more fun. And so yes, it is part coaching book, part cookbook. I'm only contracted to write a cookbook. I can't help but write the coaching book as well. It's just who I am. I'm a little bossy, a lot direct. I'm learning a little astrology that my Mercury is in Scorpio, which is the sign of communication, which means I am very much like a Scorpio sign, just zoop, like in and to the point. So that's what the book is about. There's a lot of to the point in there.
I think this is the year for astrology. We're all getting into it more. I've been like, it's happening. It's all happening.
Yeah. What's it called when something's like, it's trending?
So I'm going to ask you the most annoying question that every author gets about their new book. How is this book different from all the other mindset, food, diet books that are out there right now? Why is this the one that my viewers want to go pick up right now?
So this is a gut health weight loss book and cookbook. So if you've got some of that digestive stuff happening, meaning you're not pooping enough, you're feeling bloated, you just know that your body is not processing as well as it could or should be. You're not feeling energized by your food. You're not feeling, joy from your food. So really starting with that digestive conversation too, like how to add in more sauerkraut, what foods you want to be focusing on. So making sure that your gut is working in tip-top shape. And then cleaning up your gut so you can live from your gut. So then we have that intuition piece that comes in around the mindfulness, the emotional eating. So really there's a lot of gut health books out there that talk more about the science. I talk about gut health from an emotional eating point of view. So if you're someone that suffers from bloat, belly issues, whatever that looks like, but then also you're kind of searching the kitchen cabinets at night or over snacking or confused around your meals, and it's not just the food, right? Maybe you're thinking about changing careers or relationships, or your life is just kind of feeling out of alignment. This book is that kind of like circle conversation between all of that. So your gut, as in your physical gut, but also your intuition. And that's the conversation I'm having. And then the recipes just support that. And it's funny that they're like, weight loss recipes. They're not weight loss recipes. They're just clean food, delicious recipes that are straightforward to the point, because my ultimate goal with everyone is to just get you cooking as much as possible in your best way. That may not be even making recipes. That's why I have so much meal prep in the book that just talks about how to break it down so that you can do a little bit of this every week. Does that answer your question?
It does answer my question. And what I want to add to that is how you are absolute magic, because I've been in this game for a really long time. I've been talking about this stuff. I've been working, my own journey and sharing it with all the people who watch. And there are certain people who just shift, who have created huge shifts in my life and the way that I do things. that no amount of reading or no amount of research could have done for me. There are principles that I know and understand that I don't follow until certain people tell them to me. And you are one of those people. I will tell you, and I say this all the time, I don't take a bite of food during my day where I do not think of you and your chewing challenge. And the way that you talked about the importance of chewing your food, and you guys, I'm telling you, go follow the links in my video description and go and follow Robyn and sign up for all her stuff and take her chewing challenge when it comes back around again. It has changed the way I eat and digest and think about my food and spend time with my food, and the way that I'm so mindful about the way that I eat. And you're with me all the time, and you are magical because of that, because I'm telling you, I ignore a lot.
Thank you. And I appreciate that. And that's my life's work, right? Everyone think about me when they're chewing their food, but really that just goes to show to me that the way that I'm delivering this and the message that I'm delivering connects to your soul, your spirit of who you are. And I hope that I connect with your listeners, your audience, your community, soul and spirit. And if I don't, that's okay. Find your person that juices you up, that you need to hear that bit of information from. I have people that same thing, like they could be telling me the exact same thing, but I'm so connected to this other way that they're communicating it, that it lights the fire, that it lights the movement in me. And so ultimately, like, I'm so happy that I do that for you. And I hope that I do that for many more, but find your people, find the one that you're like, I'm listening to that person.
I'm going to tell you that it's not okay if my people don't like you and don't follow you, because you are the mother of my angel baby Navy. So I'm going to end this with go and follow Robyn, and especially baby Navy, on Instagram. Pick up her book. Absolutely. It's Thin from Within. And then also Go With Your Gut, which is now a classic. But thank you for coming on. I really appreciate this.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. And I love connecting more. So comments, questions, this is a conversation, and let's keep having this conversation about weight and weight loss and letting it feel really good. Like, there's no shame here. It's all okay.
I am so okay in my tight jeans today.
Yeah, girl, go get up on that man of yours with that little extra flirtation, little booty tooch for you.
All righty. I guess that's it. We did it, right?